morning, my people there. It's another beautiful day God has given us here. Uh, there's something I want to discuss right now, and what I want to talk about is something very sensitive. Uh, Yesterday, I was downtown in a small town, and one of my friends is a electronics technician. Somebody gave him a call and told him, "Where are you? I want to fix my computer and a TV." And then he told him, because my shop is locked, we can only do it in a house and it's far, so what do you do? He moved around the city and saw somebody he knew of Asian origin, a Pakistan, and told him, "You know what, my brother, I want to test a computer here and a TV. If they are working, before my customer releases them to me," and then he goes back home, and then I call him after the weekend and tell him what's the problem with this issue. If you could know what that Indian man said to this black man, because he's a black guy, you won't imagine. He said, "I will not give you sockets to test anything, because most of the black people, they are thieves. They are bringing stolen goods here to test them, and then when police come after them, they bring them here where they tested the stolen gadgets at." Question is, what the connection between stolen product, the color of my skin, and the socket, borrowing the socket to just test the gadget, if it is working on and on? I'm not telling you to buy, I'm just testing it. So, this Pakistan guy, he can buy a stolen phone, and he can buy a stolen electronic gadget from somebody who can come and sell it to him, and he can buy. But me and my technician, when we are genuinely seeking power sockets to test items before we take them for repair, he can't comprehend. I told him, in your own perspective, I understand you, but in my own logical way of doing things, I discredit your opinion. When we left his shop and went with my black guys towards the car, I told him, "You see how racial profiling is taking place here. This is just an Indian man, and he's a foreign in this land. I'm in South Africa right now." And he categorically said, "Maybe it's a stolen gadget, that's why you want to test it here." And I could show him where the car was standing with two gentlemen, black men, with the full gear of work, working from mines. They are profilers, thieves. Now, I ensued a conversation with them, and I told them, "You see how these Indians takes black people, and them themselves, they are aliens, they are foreigners in this land. They came in and adopted the apartheid system to acknowledge that a black man is a thief, and they came second after the white people. So who is black man in this land, where he is the natural native owner of this land? Doesn't have a say?" This broke my heart so bad, and I felt so bad, and I didn't know how to respond to this issue, but I felt it really affected me in a severe way. And I told my black people, we have to stand up. Me, I'm not a South African citizen, but I'm an repat here, and what I'm seeing is something I cannot comprehend. It's beyond my comprehension, and I felt so bad. I was not expecting such thing to erupt in a profiled business environment. I felt this pain down bottom of my heart. We need to say no to these people, because they are doing business with us, but they hate us. They don't like black people, but they're doing business with the black people. They're collecting money from black people. They're overcharging black people. When a black person goes to sell a product, they will increase the price of the product, because they think you are stupid, you don't know the price of the product. That's why I'm encouraging all the black people to start what you call entrepreneurship mentality. You take over from these Indians. You run the businesses. You stop letting them dictate your terms and the conditions of doing business. I felt so bad. It did not need a stop there. We had to drive 2 kilometers to go and find a power socket where somebody would test the equipment for us. This is disgusting. How can a foreign Indian man come to this place, get a property from a white man, and then oppress the black people, even to give them dignity? He doesn't consider them. He's robbing them. He's racially profiling them and giving them a lukewarm, smile while collecting money from them. We need to have policies that will guide and govern the society of the embraced majority who are the poorest. It shocked me to the bottom of my heart, and I felt so bad, and I will not stop talking about it until the time when I'll know justice is done, and I'll see a black man having a conversation with a black man without inferiority complex or without opinionistic mentality towards one another. This is something we need to wake up, rise against, ensure it doesn't exist, stop it from the bottom, and take up. This can only happen if we have the right people, legitimate leadership, and proper constitution and the policies. That will establish an identity of a black man in this foreign land where they are oppressed, discriminated, given no opportunity, tortured mentally, socially, politically, and environmentally. We can rise up, we can change, we can transform this. This is not the end, it's the beginning of black man revolution and evolution of his ways of doing things. We can do it. We are not tied to the political and economic syndrome of the white man, whereby we have to beg for everything we want from them. We are drilled with consumerism mentality, and we cannot establish entities only to be consumers. Who is taking the profit and the capital? We can abolish these systems where even an Indian man can come from India and come here and oppress me. This is not legal, it's legal. It's legal. If you deny them that dollar, I deny them that opportunity, that service they want to lend me, where will they get money from? Stay with your services, I stay with my needs. I better travel 100 kilometers to go and find a black man like me who will charge me less or who will give me benefits I want from the service I'm looking for. Freely, independently, without hidden racial agendas. Anyway, hit that subscription button there for the notification and subscribe to the channel. We have a long way to go. The movement is moving on, and we're gonna change. What I see in Caribbeans, how black people are segregated and suffering there, the way they are suffering in Caribbeans, in North America, where they are murdered every day, and then comes Africa, where they don't even own anything. The oppressors, they still hold majority of the capital and opportunities. This knuckles me to the knuckles of my hands, and I feel like I can take this evolution to the next level. We are not safe.